the decade of the 2010s, we were introduced to numerous open world games like the Fallout and Far Cry games, but in 2015, we were introduced to one of the funnest open world games, Dying Light.
Raheem! My leg!
Dying Light wasn't just the only open world zombie survival game of the decade. You also had Dead Rising 3 and 4, the Dead Island series, and my favorite, Days Gone. But what makes Dying Light stand out above these other games? One simple word: parkour.
Parkour!
Now, I know Dying Light isn't just the only parkour game ever made. You had Mirror's Edge and the Assassin's Creed series, but what makes Dying Light a fun game, see how I said fun and didn't say great, because it's not great. It's possibly good, but the game is fun. The reason why this game is so fun and somewhat good is because of the gameplay, and certainly not the story or the characters. Throughout the whole game, it may seem repetitive, jumping building to building, killing zombie after zombie, fighting boss after boss, or saving random after random. But that's what makes the game entertaining. When you're playing the game, the story is pretty much ass, and every side mission is the same, and even the story missions repeat themselves, but the game isn't good for its story, it's for its gameplay. With hundreds of different craftable weapons, upgrades, multiple enemy types, different ways to kill enemies, and most importantly, different ways to do parkour, is what makes the game fun. The story of Dying Light isn't bad, but it isn't good either. The main character, Kyle Crane, is the only good character in the game only because he is voiced by Roger Craig Smith, who is also known for his work as Thomas on the greatest cartoon of all time, Regular Show. The side characters aren't that good either. You have the brother and sister duo of Jade and Raheem, Brecken, the leader of the tower, and Rise, the generic bad guy. The game starts off with you parachuting into the city of Haran, where there is a zombie outbreak. You immediately get attacked by Rise's men, then you get bitten by a zombie, then Jade comes to your rescue and takes you back to the tower. At the tower, which is the HQ of the game, you meet the badass leader Brecken. Brecken isn't your typical leader like the badass that can't be stopped like Joel, or the soldier who is feared in every battle like Master Chief. No, he rose to power by being a parkour instructor. After meeting with Brecken, you then learn how to parkour from Raheem. After that, you meet Rise because you need Antizin for a temporary cure for the virus that you currently have. After meeting the four main side characters of the game, it gets pretty repetitive. You deliver this, you deliver that, you go here, you go there, you kill this zombie, kill that zombie, and that goes on for a while until Raheem dies.
Jesus! Stop!
Then some scientist gets kidnapped, and then you try and save him by fighting some boss. Jade runs away after hearing of Raheem's death, so you follow after her because she is going to another scientist for a cure. Then the game repeats itself again until Jade gets kidnapped this time, so you try and save her just for her to end up dying when you fight another boss. You then help that other scientist to find a cure. After finding the cure, you face off with your arch nemesis Rise because he killed your girlfriend. How do you think this final battle is going to go? You make your way through a billion of bad guys just to reach the top and kill him by hanging him like in MW3? Maybe a stalemate between the two, where you see the error of your ways like in The Last of Us Part 2. Maybe another all-out boss fight. Nope. It's a quick time event where he just falls off a building. Hopefully, Dying Light 2 Stay Human keeps the same gameplay mechanics, but they have to drastically change the way the story is told. Then, and only then, the game will be great and not just fun.